My watch just told me I'm 100% acclimated to the weather here in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, and even though it's only 7 o'clock in the morning, finishing my run up, as you can see, very sweaty. It's very hot here, which is so nice. Because I don't know if you knew this, but cortisol is excreted through sweat. So stress hormones excreted through perspiration. So thank you, Oppressive Heat, for helping me have less damaging toxic chemicals in my body. So the question that I have today, and the jungle tip for this video, is going to be how to get your butt moving. And I will give you some random number of things that you can implement today, and then I will get so fucking pumped up when you comment below and say, Devin, I did this thing. And then I'm gonna get pumped up for you, because I don't just talk to myself on my phone for myself. I have motivation. I have more importantly disciplines that I was taught 2 decades ago that I've been implementing. And so then the question that I have is, if we all know that if we don't exercise, then we die slowly and more rapidly, because our synthetic, inactive, and negative life is slowly killing us by overactivating the amygdala in our brain. Maybe you didn't know that, but if you're watching my content, you would, because I harp on it for the last 5 years. And that makes our primary energy source mainly stress hormones. Good morning. Driving up to Darrington right now, Tanya. I know you implement it, and you read my book and implemented the strategies, which is, we gotta set up an interview when I get back with you, Tanya. I'm excited to watch your adventure go as you also move to a Caribbean island and have a freaking awesome life. So that's the whole goal. Help people have awesome lives. And so, if we know that our stress hormones are slowly killing us, and I've yet to meet someone has said to me, you know what, I actually do agree in killing myself. Just haven't done it yet. Most people don't believe in suicide. A lot of people understand it because it's been dark, but most people don't believe in it. But by not moving sufficiently, in essence, you are killing yourself. If you follow my logic. And then it's like, well, slow death isn't that bad, I guess. As long as it's not a fast death. And welcome to what we've been taught as healthcare. Take this thing. It just kills you slowly. And or fast now. But that's all right. So, tips to get moving. Okay, ready. Get your butt moving. Well, first one is, stop thinking about it. Give time, get up, move. Because, did you know that our brain, when we think about something, it is exerting as much energy as if we're actually doing it. And this makes a lot of sense if you understand the fact that our brain produces electricity, and they use electricity to coordinate all the signals and adaptations within our body. But it's only about as much light as an incandescent light bulb. So that's not that much electricity. So the brain, and countless studies have been done this, when you think through something, it's living it as if it's doing it. So if you want to get moving and you're out of shape because your brain is not adequately producing electricity, and that's really, by the way, is all out of shape is. If you have a gut, it's because of excessive cortisol, and you have downregulation of the vagus nerve, which then causes pooling within the guts, which is the root cause of all the leaky gut issues which is why guys get a big gut, because wherever there's stagnation, there'll be adipose development. It just is formed differently in women versus men, because women's neurology is different versus men. So, you know, my hope is within my own lifetime, the term out of shape won't even exist. It'll just be a simple of a spectrum of where someone is neurologically. Are you fully alive, able to adapt and overcome? Or are you not? Are you full dead? And then being able to scale people on that. So number one, stop fucking thinking about it. Just move. You get the benefit of producing more energy in the brain without it costing energy from the brain. That's why every single person's like, oh gosh, I'm so glad that I worked out. No one's ever like, oh, I really wish I didn't go for that walk, or I really wish I didn't go to that workout class, or I really wish I didn't go on that hike. That's the reason why. Because movement stimulates energy within the brain, electricity within the brain, power within our power plant. So tip number one, stop thinking. Tip number two, create some kind of goal that you're working towards. Some kind of socially accountable goal that other people know about. I guess that's tip number three. Just commit yourself to other people. Well, no, let's keep it number two. So my goal is by the end of the year, run a sub 255 marathon, which is a 6.5 minute mile marathon. Now you know. Now, whenever you see me posting on here, Tanya, you can say, how's training going? And that gives me one of two options. Either A, blame the heat and why it's so hard to train that fast here. Boo-hoo. Or talk about how I'm getting up hours earlier in order to make it happen. One of those conversations is going to build on my goal. The other one's going to reinforce me being less full of power. So, Tanya, will you ask me about my goal that I have, that I'm going to do in Washington when I get back? So, the reason for the whole setting the goal and making it socially accountable is to give the brain the answer. So I know step one was stop thinking, start moving. This hill is a bitch. Look at this thing. It's like 150 feet of elevation, like 0.1 miles. So even though I said don't stop thinking, start moving, neurologically our thinking brain is the amygdala, which is our fight or flight part of our brain, which is super strong. So it's kind of like trying to tell someone, like, hey, don't think about a pink koala bear. Just don't do it. Do not think of a pink koala bear. And inevitably, step number one of stop thinking is simply to bring awareness. But that's not the best part of our brain. Let me ask you a question. Like, have you ever just known what to do and then everything fell into place? And you're like, holy crap. This all just worked out. Oh, isn't that lucky? That's actually your advanced center of the brain modifying your reality so you perceive everything to be easy. Which part of the brain would you like to have work more often? Amygdala, think, or the prefrontal cortex, which is, whoa, isn't that lucky? So, inevitably, and what does it come down to? It comes down to just training. You know, oftentimes people get discouraged and they own the role that the amygdala has put them in of like, think, exhaust themselves. And I can't do it. I guess I'm just someone who doesn't like running. someone who only does sprints. Yeah, those people don't run, don't sprint. And oftentimes they'll give an example of, I just had a conversation with a lady at church, but as a fitness trainer, this is a conversation I've had thousands of times. In fact, I used to love soccer, basketball, whatever the said sport was, until they got hurt. Oh man. So let me ask a question. If your brain is so powerful and your communication between your brain and your body is direct, and you can adapt to anything physically demanding within the natural realm, do you get hurt? Or do you get stronger? So ipso facto, if the sport that they were doing led to them being injured, they were not strong. They were just doing enough to get enough dopamine to feel good about themselves, which is good too. Just, again, where you're at in the scale. So, I'm all for sports. I'm also for understanding neurology and understanding injury prevention and resilience training. So, when the brain, the amygdala, says, why are you doing this? Then, give an answer. I got this goal I'm training for. That's it. And when all your super amygdala rich friends that think they're very, very smart say, why are you doing that? I knew people that did that thing and they had a heart attack. Well, my friend Bill smoked his whole life and he's fine. Yeah, cool. I'm training for this thing. Boom. Answer for the brain. Answer for the other walking dead zombies around you. And then thing number 3, which I've yet to figure out, well, I'm actively working on. Best case scenario, find someone to do said thing with you. And it was really, buenos dias, Ramon, ¿cómo está usted? Gracias a Dios. And so, and that really is the missing piece culturally, is developing a network of people where they can do things to get more power and then find other people to do it with them. A community of people that like to be fully alive versus right now, let's be honest, it's like we have a community of, in the United States especially, and it's spreading here to the Dominican Republic pretty rapidly as medicine is taking its foothold here, and with that, corporations that sell garbage food, the community of the walking dead is real strong. So as you want to get your butt moving, I think that's probably the best metaphor to break it down, is realize that if you think of every single person around you as a zombie, they have one goal, and that is to make you like them. But if you would no longer like to be a zombie, then for Christ's sake, run. Just like every zombie movie, you know? It's, you think about every zombie movie, like, there's always like the loved one gets turned into a zombie, and then they're like, they still are in there, and then they're like, don't go, they're clearly a zombie still, and then they like go, and then it's like, then they get bit and they turn into a zombie, and it's like, it's every single movie. If you think about that, if you want to get your butt moving, and you think about every person that does not move consistently as a zombie, and their goal is to just convert you into zombies, that for me, that helps my brain quite a bit. And so mission of the day, I'm back now. I got my 4 quick miles in today, 6:30 pace. That's the pace I got to run my goal. And this is my mission for the day. That pool is freshly painted, and just got to cut in the edges and then seal that bad boy. So I'm gonna get after it. Tanya, good to see you. Let's set up a time to do an interview, and send me a message. How things going with your move to the Caribbean? What's new?